Cindy, yeah, you must be off today. Thank you. Mandy, got you both here today. It's going to be a great day. I'm having a mint. Just wait till we get a few people here. You know, I took my walk this morning, and I don't know if it's because it's 93 degrees out, but there's no people out. Or maybe they're in their swimming pool. Mm. I love mints. It's peppermint. Okay, get a few people. You know, folks, those of you who know me know that if I say I will do something, I do it. I don't wait. I don't say next week, next year. This is probably why I was so well known in Hollywood, of being a Hollywood fixer, because I took care of things immediately. Oh, I got retained well. And whenever I get retained, I do exactly what I tell you I'm going to do. But, forgive me, let me get this out of my mouth. Sorry. Okay, I'm here. All right, we got 8 people here. Well, maybe we'll get more. Okay, folks, share the room. Let people know Ori Spado, the accidental gangster, from insurance salesman to Hollywood fixer. Folks, you know I talk a lot about respect, loyalty, and honor. No. Whether you buy my book or you don't buy my book, that's entirely up to you. But you know how many across social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and over here, you know how many people ask me, how do I get an autographed copy? I want to get an autographed copy. So I send them my website, but they never buy. It's the people who just go and know how, go to the profile, you find my website, you buy. But people do that on everything today. Now let me give you an example. Last night, my dear, there's nobody, he's probably the only other person I know who's like me and does exactly what he says. His name is Paulie Kazanowski from Nashville, Tennessee. Now, Paulie is, he flips homes. He's done almost 400 homes that he's flipped. He owns property, but he's got a passion. He loves playing the drums. And he has a group in Texas, in Tennessee, okay? Generation Rewind. And it's a great group, all right? I wish I was able to post it here to show you their music. He sent me a clip. They're amazing. All right, last night they were playing Zombie at a club in Nashville. Now, people buy tickets to go to the club, to listen to them. All the people who bought the tickets win. But also the group is allowed to give some tickets away to their friends. And Polly and other members of the group did that. And oh, we're going to be there and bringing my wife and bringing my daughter. And they don't show up. It goes to show, all right? Let the people pay and maybe they'll show up. Okay? People who don't pay, you give it to them, they don't come. Where's the respect there? There is none, right? And this is happening in so many other places that it's crazy. Okay? And here's something I wrote, folks. Most people think the street means breaking laws. It doesn't. The real street code is about how to move through life, aware, disciplined, and respected. I wrote this for the ones trying to make moves in business, in relationships, and in everyday life who want to understand how power, respect, and loyalty really work. The world plays by rules that aren't written down anywhere. This guy gives you a few of them. Use them right, and you'll never have to prove who you are. People will know. Respect is currency. Money can open doors, but respect keeps them open. On the street, in business, or anywhere in life, respect is the universal language. When people know you move with integrity, they talk about you when you're not around. And that's how opportunities find you. Oh my God, who gave me that $10 there? Thank you so much. Wanderer, my gal Wanderer, how are you, honey? Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Alright? Thank you for your love and all your support, I appreciate it. An opportunity will find you. The loudest in the room usually has the least to say. Be the person who listens more than he talks. Watch before you act. Speak only when it adds value. Respect is the one investment that never loses its value. Never. How many times have you folks heard me say that? Okay? Handsome, how are you? Agent Orange. Loyalty over clout. Everybody's looking for clout. You want the likes, the shares, and all the clicks. Okay. Clout fades, loyalty doesn't. Everyone is chasing attention now. Likes, followers, fake validation. But loyalty builds longevity. It's about standing by your word, even when nobody is watching. When you say you're going to do something, do it. That's how trust is built. One action at a time. The people who stayed loyal when I had nothing are the same people who sit at my table now. Loyalty doesn't mean weakness. It means consistency, and consistency builds legacy. Emotion. Anger and ego have ruined more men than failure ever did. How many times you heard me say, more people in jail with big egos? Yeah. Thank you, Cindy. I'm happy I found you, honey. Okay. You give away control, and control is everything. When something hits you hard, pause, think, sleep on it. The next morning, 9 times out of 10, your move will be smarter. Real strength is walking away when you could win the wrong fight. Move with logic, not heat. There is no victory in proving a point if you lose your power doing it. Hey, folks, here we had 30 people. 20 of them left. You know why? They don't want to know this shit. They don't want to understand this. All right? But for you folks who stay, you understand it. For you folks who stay, you have respect. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? We'll get the puffy too, my friend. All right? Knowledge is the quietest form of dominance. The real players in life aren't the loudest, they're the most informed. If you want to stay ahead, make it a daily habit to learn something new. Study people, systems, and patterns. Read a book. Watch the ones who say less. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. 3 smart habits. Read 1 chapter a day on any subject that sharpens your mind. Once a day. I recommend the book Think and Grow Rich. Some of you have received that book from me. Okay? Mimi, how are you? Read 1 chapter a day on any subject. Ask questions even when you think you already know the answer. Don't repeat anything unless you confirmed it yourself. You see me when I come out here, when I talk about different subjects. You see that I always come out with paperwork, okay? Because I do the research to make sure what I'm going to talk to you about is accurate and truthful. Now, have I been wrong? Once in a while, I am. I'm only a human being, just like the rest of you, okay? Rule 5, always leave people better than you found them. What do I tell you every day? What do I tell you every day? Every day I end my show with asking you to do something nice for others. Even if it's simple hello. All right? Make other people's lives happy, and it'll come back to you tenfold. Your reputation is the one thing you can't buy back once you lose it. Lead people with respect, even when the deal goes bad or the relationship ends. You never know who is watching or where that bridge might lead. Be the calm in every storm. That's how real leaders move. Respect doesn't mean weakness. It means self-control. And control earns respect. The code. Stay sharp. Move with integrity. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. Don't chase fame. Chase legacy. Never stop learning. This isn't about pretending to be a gangster. It's about living by a code that keeps you smart, sharp, and respected in any environment. If you made it this far, You're already different from most. Just like I said earlier. You care about growing, evolving, and understand how life really works. That's what the accidental gangster is about. Not glorifying the past, but using it to teach the next generation how to move with strength and class. What do you think, folks? Leave me a comment. I hope you all learned something from that today. And those who stay here and don't scroll and who listen, I think you all fall within this category. I don't know many people in this world today that live like that. Social media is messing everything up so bad. Okay? As you all know, I'm over on TikTok. Jason Bender asked me if I ever knew Richard Nixon. Let me ask you this question, young man. Okay? You ever hear of W. Clement Stone? He was the largest contributor to Richard Nixon. Did you ever hear the story about how a suitcase full of cash was taken from a small boat out of Long Beach to a waiting ship in the ocean? Somebody delivered that large suitcase. And you're looking at one of the people right now. Did I meet Richard Nixon? No, I did not. But I gotta be honest, I love the guy, okay? I'm gonna put that man into Watergate, yeah. Tricky Dick, they called him. Okay, he was right from here, from California. Whittier, not far from here. We had a few presidents. We had Ronald Reagan, he was from here. What other presidents have we had from California? Now you brought that up, Wanderer. Basic posture, thank you. Hey, the Jersey boys give their regard. My pal Tony said, what about the Vig? Oh, well, thank you. And I said my love right back. Folks, hang on a minute, because you all want to see this. I don't have it here today. Actually, I just had to put another order in. Oh, there it is right there on my, I didn't even see it. I got it right there. Folks, this is my book, The Accidental Gangster, From Insurance Salesman to Hollywood Fixture. And in this book, you will learn how I became a Hollywood fixture. You will see the names of some of the people that I bailed out of problems here in Hollywood. And folks, I only mentioned a couple, but there are so many others that I don't mention. I never will mention. I gave you an idea, but I didn't mention any names. I'm not out here to hurt anybody. I don't come on social media to destroy others. Okay? Now, for, a lot of you like to watch these gangsters. All right, most of them were informants. Regardless, whatever they were gangsters at one time. Okay? And, you know, thank you, Wanderer. Folks, if you're not following Wanderer, Mandy, and Cindy, you should be following these ladies. They're awesome ladies. Uh, I love them all. What was I saying? You see these gangsters, you know, they're fighting each other, bashing each other, talking about other people's wives, what they did, okay? Folks, why? Why do that? You know, I wrote, and I did a story a long time ago, that all of us gangsters should stop that, all right? Yeah. We should get together to do positive things, to help people out, help young people, all right? They don't listen. And then over on TikTok, there's so much racial, rooms with racial, whites who hate blacks, blacks who hate whites, all right? I mean, it's terrible, all right? What about Rusdia? Rusia, what's Rusdia? What about Russia? You mean Russia? Yeah. Folks, I don't get into religion. I don't get into none of these things. I even hate discussing politics, okay? Because no matter what side you on, whether you discuss, if you discuss politics, you're not going to win. I'm not here to put nobody down, okay? And that's the way I'm going to live my life. Because I am respected. Everything that I wrote to you is exactly how I live my life. And I began with my drummer buddy, this guy, Paulie Kozanowski. Okay, he's not here today. I wish he was here. I wish. There's nobody, this guy, Paulie, if he tells you something, you can go to the bank with it. All right? He's going to do it. Why can't people just do what they say? You could begin there. All right? If I could do it, you should be able to do it. We're all human beings, folks. No matter what color, what nationality, what political, what religion, no matter where we come from, we are all the same. No matter what color you are, all our blood is red, not different than anybody else's. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Folks, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? All right? And God bless everybody here. I want to thank you all. All right? Hmm. Mm. Anton, blood us. Mm. Thank you, Creative Boy. I appreciate that. Huh? Thank you, Kenneth. Scott Norris. Thank you so much. That skin is just a paint job. You're correct. Huh? My mods are really good. My mods are not racial. Okay, so whoever left that. All right, let me get back to that comment here. Mods are liberal. Not mine. They delete the pro-right stuff. They leave the left stuff. Paulie Walnuts, what are you talking? You talking about my channel? I don't think you are. Oh my God. Paulie, I'm surprised at you. So please, I'm going to give you the opportunity to explain that and just what you really mean. Tick off patriot. Voting for any politician is like rearranging dog poop. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh boy. I love it. You know, I love it when I come here and somebody makes me laugh, folks, because there's nothing better than laughter and making people happy. You know, I try doing that every day of my life, and I will continue to do this every day of my life until the Lord tells me He wants me up there. Well, I hope I go up there. I think I will. Huh? But it's up to Him. Florida, how are you? Huh? My son, who's been here, living here in Los Angeles, came out in 1999. And now he's moving to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I'm going to be left alone here in Los Angeles with no family ties. And I'm thinking, should I move to Florida? Because I could do the same thing in Florida. I'm thinking, should I move to Tennessee? Because Paulie Kozanowski is like a son to me. He worries about me. I can't begin to tell you what he's done for me and what he's doing. I'm so lucky that I lived my life to be able to meet this Paulie. And not only meet him, be very close. He's a man that keeps his word. He does what he says. And why can't we all be that way? Just think of how much better this world would be, folks. Come on, let's be honest. This world, this country, let's talk about this country. We're in bad times. I don't care where you are. Things are tough. They're predicting a recession. Yeah, they are. Our country, $40 trillion in debt. The highest bankruptcy rates ever recorded in history are happening. Car dealers, and they deserve what the hell's coming to them, they're hurting. They can't sell cars. And the financial institutions that finance those cars are hurting because they don't want people buying used cars. They want you to buy these new cars with all that technology in it. I don't want that. I want an old car. I love them. Yeah, we all love different things. All right? Thank you, Wanda. Mandy and Cindy are the best. I'm very fortunate to be able to have these two ladies. I'm very fortunate, Wanderer, to know you. I want you to know that. Hopefully someday we can meet in person. All right? We never know. Oh boy, Greg. I'm just going to call you Greg, but your name is too long. And I'm talking to you, I'm talking to everybody here. Folks, I hope you got the message today. Respect. Okay? Earlier, somebody wrote me, okay, and about Diddy. What about him? How much do you really care about Diddy? Diddy will be getting out of prison early next year. Muppet Boy, I tell ya, I'm so happy I grew up in the days that I did because we grew up differently. We grew up knowing who our neighbors were. We grew up playing with our neighbor kids on the streets. We played stickball, kick the can, and all sorts of games. All right? We were friends. Went to movie theater together. We did all those things. The kids today don't. The kids today, they don't even know how to talk, but they know how to text. I can't get to know you by texting, okay? Some of you I have spoken to. Some of you, we know each other. That's how I get to know somebody. You can't get to know somebody with your thumbs, all right? Texting back and forth. Do you agree with that, folks? Or am I just an old man who believes in the old ways, that the old ways were better? They were better. Now, with social media and now with AI, you have any idea how much power it takes to run AI? That's why they're trying to build these data centers all over. All right? Remember, Donald Trump didn't believe in Bitcoin, but now he's making billions of dollars. He didn't believe in none of this shit, but now he's into it. So if you want to invest in the stock market, just listen to what your president is saying, okay? Because he's making billions from it, as well as other billionaires, because they know when to buy, they know when to sell. But people like us, I went to the grocery store again today. I bought 4 items. It was $38. 4 items. Okay? I'm a single guy. What do you guys who have families? How much do you spend in a grocery store? Do you remember when you spent $100, you had tons of grocery bags? Not today, you spend 100. You're lucky you could fill one grocery bag. Go to the gas station. What's the price of gas? It's $5.45 here in California. And all the time when I watch the news or other people, they talk about the national average is $4. But here in California, we don't even, they don't even figure us in the national average. No, they don't. For what? Look at our governor. Just passed a new law about if you need new tires, you got to buy tires that were like the original tires that you had on the car when it was new. I don't understand this law. They're saying it's going to be better gas consumption. In reality, what they're doing is telling us that these high prices we see are not going down. President Trump said it himself. He said, and he changed his wording on it. Did you notice how he did it? He says, you should be happy paying $4 for gas because we're keeping, and they want to make all the Iranians bad because that's what other countries say they are. But I don't think they are that bad. They're just another nation. Maybe they rule and run differently than we do. But then again, it's like you and I, we're not the same. And all countries are not the same. Folks, I want to thank you all for coming here. And I'm doing something, and this is only going to last until next Friday. But anybody that does, go to my website and you purchase a book from my website, an autographed copy, you're going to get a phone call from me. Because on a purchase order is a place for you to put your phone numbers. And I will call you free of charge. Okay? I want you to know that. So go to my website. And in my website, you can read and learn a lot of other things about me. So many so that I can't even tell you it all here. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. God bless you all. And don't forget, like I always say, do something kind for others. And I guarantee you, it'll come back to you tenfold. God bless you all. All my love and respect to you, Ori Spado. Take care, folks.